In 2025, Malaysia has suddenly become one of the most talked about countries among Americans. Travel vloggers, digital nomads, business investors, and even everyday tourists from the United States are praising Malaysia more than ever before. For many years, Malaysia quietly developed beneath the radar while countries like Japan, Singapore, Thailand, and South Korea dominated international attention. But something changed. As Americans began traveling again after years of high inflation and rising living costs at home, they discovered a country that offers modern infrastructure, unbeatable affordability, cultural harmony, breathtaking nature, and a lifestyle that feels refreshing compared to the stress and chaos back in the United States. Today, Malaysia is being described by many Americans as the most underrated country in Asia, the smartest rising economy, and even the future powerhouse of Southeast Asia. This sudden admiration didn't come from hype, it came from real experience. And that's exactly why Americans can't stop praising Malaysia in 2025. And hey, if you love learning about amazing countries like Malaysia, don't forget to subscribe. It really motivates me to bring you more eye-opening content. Malaysia's futuristic infrastructure impresses Americans. One of the biggest reasons Americans praise Malaysia is its world-class infrastructure. Visitors from the US are stunned when they see Malaysia's modern highways, efficient toll systems, fast MRT and LRT lines, clean public transportation, and stunning airports like KLIA. Kuala Lumpur, in particular, surprises Americans who expect an average Asian city but instead find a skyline filled with iconic structures like the Petronas Twin Towers and Merdeka 118, one of the tallest towers in the world. What truly amazes them is how organized and clean the city feels, especially compared to major American cities that are struggling with maintenance, traffic congestion, and aging infrastructure. Americans often comment that Malaysia feels more futuristic than many places in the US, yet still retains its cultural charm and traditional roots. For them, this balance is unique and unforgettable. A cost of living that makes Americans jealous. Another major reason Americans are praising Malaysia in 2025 is its affordability. The United States is currently facing high inflation, expensive housing, rising grocery prices, and healthcare costs that are out of control. When Americans arrive in Malaysia, they are shocked by how far their money goes. Renting a fully furnished modern apartment with incredible city views costs less than what many Americans pay for a single room back home. Eating out is cheap, delicious, and diverse, with meals available at prices Americans haven't seen in decades. Healthcare is high quality and extremely affordable, especially compared to the US, where medical bills can reach thousands of dollars for even basic procedures. Public transportation in Malaysia is efficient and inexpensive, reducing the need for cars, insurance, or fuel. For Americans battling daily financial pressure, Malaysia feels like a country where a normal person can finally breathe and enjoy life without stress. Malaysia's cultural harmony impresses American visitors. One aspect of Malaysia that Americans admire deeply is its multicultural harmony. Malaysia is home to Malays, Chinese Malaysians, Indian Malaysians, and indigenous groups, all living together in a peaceful, respectful environment. For Americans, who are used to experiencing political tension, social division, and racial conflicts, Malaysia's unity feels refreshing and inspiring. The way people from different backgrounds share food, celebrate festivals, and interact so naturally makes a strong impression. They love seeing mosques, temples, and churches existing side by side, symbolizing peace and acceptance. Many American travelers say Malaysia taught them that diversity can work beautifully when respect and understanding are part of everyday life. This cultural harmony is one of Malaysia's greatest strengths and one of the things Americans praise the most. Food that leaves Americans speechless. Malaysian food is another reason Americans are falling in love with the country. Malaysia's cuisine is not just diverse, it is unforgettable. American travelers often describe Malaysian food as the best they've ever had in Asia. beating even popular destinations like Japan and Thailand. Dishes like nasi lemak, char kway teow, roti canai, nasi kandar, laksa, satay, and countless street food specialties leave a lasting impression. What amazes Americans even more is the price. Delicious meals are available for a fraction of what they would pay in the US. Because of this, American food vloggers and influencers are constantly releasing videos praising Malaysia's food culture, calling it the world's #1 street food scene. The taste, the diversity, the affordability, and the authenticity of Malaysian cuisine make it a true highlight for Americans visiting the country. Kuala Lumpur, a city that completely surprises Americans. Kuala Lumpur is often the highlight of the American experience in Malaysia. Americans expect a basic or developing city but find something that looks like a mix of Singapore, Dubai, and Tokyo, yet more affordable and more cultural. They are amazed by how vibrant, green, and modern the city feels. High-quality malls, beautiful parks, advanced public transit, stunning skyscrapers, and diverse foods all coexist perfectly. KL offers a fast lifestyle, but it never feels overwhelming or stressful like New York or Los Angeles. Americans also love how easy it is to explore the city thanks to excellent connectivity and friendly locals who are always ready to help. It's no surprise that many digital nomads from the US are now choosing Kuala Lumpur as their new base. Malaysia feels safer than many American cities. Safety is another major reason behind the praise. Many American cities currently struggle with rising crime, homelessness, drug issues, and unsafe public spaces. When Americans visit Malaysia, they immediately notice the difference. Malaysia feels safe, clean, and comfortable. Public transportation is secure, streets are walkable, and violent crime rates are relatively low compared to many cities in the US. For American families, Malaysia feels like a peaceful environment where children can play outdoors and people can walk at night without fear. This sense of security is incredibly appealing and one of the biggest reasons Americans speak so highly of Malaysia. Malaysia's rising economy earns respect from American investors. Beyond travel, Americans also praise Malaysia for its rapidly growing economy. In 2025, Malaysia has become one of the most promising markets for investment, thanks to its stability, smart policies, and emerging industries. Cities like Penang are booming with semiconductor manufacturing, attracting global companies looking for alternatives to China. Cyberjaya is growing as a tech and AI hub, drawing startups and young entrepreneurs. American investors appreciate Malaysia's strategic location, skilled workforce, and business-friendly environment. Unlike many countries, Malaysia maintains geopolitical balance, staying friendly with both the East and the West. This makes foreign investors feel confident and secure. For Americans, Malaysia represents a future economic star with huge potential. Malaysia's nature and landscapes amaze American travelers. Another reason Americans praise Malaysia is the stunning natural beauty spread across the country. Whether it's the beaches of Langkawi, the rainforests of Sabah, the wildlife in Sarawak, the cool hills of Cameron Highlands, or the crystal-clear waters of Perhentian Islands, Malaysia offers breathtaking landscapes that Americans instantly fall in love with. Many say Malaysia has the perfect balance of modern cities and untouched nature, something rare and precious. For Americans used to long work hours and urban stress, exploring Malaysia's nature feels healing and magical. The warmth and kindness of Malaysians touches American hearts. Above everything else, it is the Malaysian people who leave the most powerful impression on Americans. They praise Malaysians for being respectful, friendly, polite, and genuinely welcoming. Whether it's a Grab driver, a food vendor, a hotel worker, or a stranger on the street, Malaysians treat visitors with kindness and patience. Americans often say they feel safer, calmer, and more respected in Malaysia than in many Western countries. The warmth of Malaysian hospitality is something they never forget, and it is one of the biggest reasons they recommend Malaysia to others. Malaysia has truly won the hearts of Americans. In 2025, Malaysia has become one of the most admired countries among Americans, not because of marketing or hype, but because of real experiences. From its modern infrastructure and affordable lifestyle to its multicultural harmony, delicious food, safe environment, economic potential, and incredibly kind people, Malaysia offers everything that travelers and expats dream of. For Americans facing increasing stress, high costs, and political division at home, Malaysia represents peace, opportunity, and a better quality of life. That is why Americans simply cannot stop praising Malaysia in 2025, and this admiration is only continuing to grow.